With Latinas and women in general leading the way in small business development, LAEDA's Women Business Center is helping them to succeed. And we learn how the San Juan Bautista Parade is once again celebrating Puerto Rican cultural heritage. It's all here on the next Latino Motion. Join us.
Choose to get lost in the woods to gain experience in forest management.
Choose to travel through time to understand the past.
Choose to soar to pursue a career in dance.
Stockton University offers 50 high-quality academic programs, small class sizes, and affordable tuition. Choose to match your interests and talents at one of New Jersey's nationally ranked universities.
Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is presented by Latino Motion Public Affairs Media, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation, and Stockton University. This edition of Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is brought to you by the HD Studios at the campus of Stockton University. Funding for Latino Motion is provided by Atlanticare, a member of Geisinger, Atlantic City Electric, energy for a changing world, and South Jersey Gas. Welcome to Latino Motion, a weekly interview show highlighting issues impacting New Jersey's Latino community while advancing understanding of Latino cultural heritage and contributions to our society. And here is your host, Bert Lopez.
Buenos dias and welcome to Latino Motion. With Latinas and women in general leading the way in small business development, LAEDA is providing services for women entrepreneurs. Joining me is Jaime Shankar. She is the program manager for the Women's Business Center. Jaime, welcome to Latino Motion.
Thank you for having me.
So I know you have a women's center and it's been operational for 3 years. Tell me why the need for the center.
Sure. So even though we're in 2018, we like to think we're a modern society, women businesses still have challenges that their male components do not. So if a woman were to go to a bank to apply for a bank loan, their chances of being denied are much higher than that of a male business owner. And that's why we exist.
And I know that particularly in the Latino community, when you talk about business development, it's women that are leading the way, isn't it?
Definitely. We see so many different types of women entrepreneurs. They're head of their household, and they're really finding economic self-sufficiency in the businesses that they're creating.
So you got started 2 years ago. Tell me about how you got started and basically a little bit of logistics of where it's located.
Sure. So LAEDA is located in Camden, downtown Camden actually, and we've been around for 30 years as a nonprofit. So about 3 years ago, our president, Ray Lamboy, applied for a grant from the Small Business Administration. So we received that grant, and we were able to launch a women's business center that covers southern New Jersey. So we join about over 100 women's business centers that are in existence around the country.
So you're part of the Small Business Administration, which is great, lending that name and certainly linking to some of the services that SBA also provides, correct?
Correct.
Let's talk about hours of operations and a little bit about how people could reach you.
Sure. So our office is open from 8:30 to 5, but especially with the Women's Business Center, we recognize that women have busy schedules. So we try to be flexible in the services that we're offering. So a lot of times we will have trainings in the evening. We try to make ourselves available.
We definitely want to get into the whole programming that you do, and you have many programs that help women. Tell me a little bit about the success of this, the center itself.
Sure. We have put in a lot of training hours, a lot of counseling hours. We see, lately, we've seen a lot of businesses get registered. And it's just great to see it. We share in their joy. Their success is our success. We see people hiring new employees and making jobs for the community.
Where do you think you're making the biggest impact?
I think one of the immediate impacts that we'll always see is a boost in confidence and in understanding steps and goals. So that's something that even with our first counseling session, we really will see that.
Often when someone has a dream and they want to achieve, maybe they're not as prepared. So this certainly gives them the blueprint, if you will, to get them prepared for start their own business.
Yeah, it's true, because I think when you have a dream, you can get focused on the details, and it's really important to look at the big picture too.
Well, we want to talk about the whole slew of services, and you have quite a number of workshops that you do offer. And you mentioned the fact that it's available in the evenings, and you even have some online, correct?
We do. So in this past year, we have joined this program that allows business owners to create a business plan online. So it's an online module of courses where you essentially will complete a business plan by completing all of the coursework. You're answering questions, and it puts together all the answers in a format that will result in a business plan.
Well, let's talk more about that. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion. Welcome back to Latino Motion. We continue our discussion with Jaime Shankar. She is the program director for the Women's Business Center, and we were talking about some of the great work of the center, but we want to get more specific into the programs. Tell me some of the programs that you offer through the center.
Sure. So we focus on business training and business counseling. So let's talk about our business counseling first.
Sure.
This is one-on-one sessions with entrepreneurs and our program staff counselors. So with that, we like to think of our services as being available to businesses in any stage. So they could be early in their idea stage, or they could be further down the line. But we are available with our counseling to assist them in the next step.
So how does that happen? Is that a phone call? So someone's looking for services, they call you and you arrange an appointment, or do they just walk in?
Usually they'll arrange for an appointment. Sometimes we'll have a walk-in, and if we have time, we will certainly see them. A lot of times we will get counseling clients from our training. So that's the second offering that I had mentioned. We do training throughout South Jersey. So we're covering Atlantic, Camden, Cumberland, Gloucester, Burlington. And we will do trainings that are one-off on a topic that's relevant to entrepreneurs. And we will also do a 5-week series, and we'll do that. We'll rotate, and we'll cover the different counties. And this series is about the foundations of starting a business.
Well, let's talk, and we'll want to get into some of those workshops that you do, but just going back on the counseling, do you have to go to Camden to receive that counseling, or do you also provide those services in the other counties in South Jersey?
So we do enjoy in-office appointments at our Camden office, but we can do phone appointments and we can do Skype appointments because we do understand that we have to be flexible. Entrepreneurs wear many hats.
And this is not just in English. You also provide these services in Spanish, correct?
That's correct, we do.
So that's great news. Let's go into some of the programs themselves.
Sure. So you're talking about the training programs we have? Yeah. So for example, we actually have one of our 5-week jump starts of what we call starting later in June. And we will be hosting this in Bridgeton at the Steamworks. So we will cover classes like credit for entrepreneurs. It's a really important topic. Marketing, everybody wants to learn about marketing. So that will be 5 consecutive weeks.
So let's talk about what type of audience would go to the Jumpstart program.
Great question. That is for really the early stage entrepreneur. Somebody who really needs to figure out what are the pieces they need to put together to start their business. But we will see people who are already in business too, who might need to just break down some of the finer points of what they need to succeed.
Now, the Jumpstart is, again, also provided in Spanish and in English.
So we do our Jumpstarts in English and Spanish. We rotate. So this upcoming one will be in English, though we will have handouts in Spanish, and we will have Spanish staff on hand if somebody needs a little bit of an explanation. If there's a phrase they don't understand, we can translate that for them.
So what are the locations for these upcoming ones?
So we have our Jumpstart in Bridgeton, and then we will also be doing some Spanish language seminars next month in Atlantic County.
Great.
So we have a Spanish language seminar that will be in the county, and we'll also be doing a Spanish webinar about a week later. So anyone can tune in on that from the comfort of
And we
their own
want to
home.
talk about some of the other programs that you're also providing. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion.
Latino Motion with Bert Lopez is presented by Latino Motion Public Affairs Media, a New Jersey nonprofit corporation. Join us online at www.latinomotion.tv. Find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We encourage your comments and contributions for show topics.
Welcome back to Latino Motion. We continue our discussion with Jaime Shankar. And Jaime, we were talking about the Jumpstart program and all the other services that you do provide. Let's talk a little bit about where people could sign up for to get this information. What's the best way to contact your agency?
Sure. So we have two websites. LAEDA WBC is the Women's Business Center specific website, and LAEDA.com is where all of our events are housed for LAEDA, for the WBC. So that's a good place to find all of our events.
And we'll also put the phone number up. But let's go into the Women's Business Academy. Tell me a little bit about that.
So we offer this in the winter, and this is a 9-week program. We do this in our office in Camden. It is a 9-week program that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and occasional Thursday evening. So it is a quite intensive course for people who are really serious about building their business and who want to focus on a business plan. The business plan is a big part of that course that we offer.
Now, I know you also provide some networking opportunities, which is important for business. Tell me a little bit about those.
Yeah, we want to have opportunities for our alumni, business owners to talk to each other, to connect, and potentially do business together. So we have an event at our office in Camden on the 20th of June, and that will be during lunch. So we'll have a brief presentation by Google that will cater to retail businesses, and we'll leave time for people to meet each other.
I know that I had the pleasure of attending one of the graduations that you had over at the Camden office, and I heard a lot of success stories during that event. Tell me a little bit about some of the success stories.
Sure. At a recent class of our 9-week program, we had a woman who wanted to do notary and translation services for the Camden community. And after our program, she registered her business, and she's actually going to be renting co-working space from another alumni.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
One of the things I noticed when I attended the graduation is just the additional confidence that a lot of people have. And, a lot of folks who want to open up their own businesses may not know exactly the legalese, but really you're starting a business, you need to protect yourself. And some of the way you did business perhaps back in your country does not work here, correct?
That's definitely true, yeah.
Let's once again give the website information for those who missed that. And also, we want to talk about who qualifies for these services. So it's not, LAEDA is a Latino organization, but it's open to everyone, correct?
Sure. As a nonprofit, we've been around for over 30 years. Our focus has shifted slightly, and our focus is on entrepreneurs, regardless of gender, regardless of their background, where they come from. Our doors are open, and that includes the Women's Business Center's doors as well. We have men joining our programs all the time.
Let's talk about, you mentioned Camden, we mentioned Atlantic, all the counties that LAEDA services.
So let's see, we have Atlantic, I'll try and go in alphabetical order. We have Atlantic, Burlington, Camden, Cumberland, Gloucester.
Yeah, so pretty much most of South Jersey.
Yeah.
Well, Jaime, thank you for sharing this information with our audience.
My pleasure.
Please stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion. The Hispanic community of Southern New Jersey is once again preparing for an important celebration of Puerto Rican cultural heritage with this annual San Juan Bautista Parade. Joining me is Juan Gonzalez. He is the vice president of the parade to once again tell us more. Okay. Juan, welcome back to Latino Motion once again.
Hi, thank you very much, Bert. Yes, the San Juan Bautista Parade is quickly upon us. Sunday, June 24, the last Sunday in June. Our annual parade this year, we're celebrating the 61st Parade and Festival in Camden, New Jersey.
It's one of the oldest festivals, Hispanic festivals here in Southern New Jersey.
Oh, yes, absolutely, yes.
Just taking you back a little bit of history, because I know you know this, but your mom was one of the founders.
Yes, yeah, in 1957, through the Church of Our Lady of Fatima in Camden, the priest there was Padre Leonardo Carrieri, and my mother, Ramona Gonzalez, along with other parishioners, they organized and to just bring the community together. And ever since, again, since 1957, we've been celebrating in Camden, New Jersey. Now we celebrate at the Camden waterfront, which is a beautiful view.
Yeah, and I know that the event is a Puerto Rican event and started with the Puerto Ricans that came to Camden, but this is open for everyone.
Absolutely, yes. It is the San Juan Bautista Parade and Festival, the Puerto Rican Parade and Festival, but we invite everyone who wants to join us in celebrating our culture, our music, the dance, the food, and just have a family day out there. We invite everyone from the little kids all the way to the great-great-great-grandparents. So it's a day for everyone to come out and celebrate.
Now, I know we're going to get into more details of what's in the parade, but just in general, there's a parade, and later on there's a festival?
Correct. Yeah, the parade.
Tell me the times.
Sure. The parade, again, is Sunday, June 24. The parade kicks off at 12 noon, right by the Ben Franklin Bridge, if you would cross over to Philadelphia. And then it goes along 3rd Street through Rutgers University, downtown Camden, and up into the Wiggins Waterfront Park. The parade ends right in front of the Camden Children's Garden. So the parade starts at 12, ends about 3:30 p.m. And at 3:30, right there at the Wiggins Waterfront Park, we have our concert. And then the concert is from 3:30 to 8 p.m. That's Sunday, June 24.
And I know that at the event you have a lot of the community leaders that also come out to support this event. Correct?
Absolutely, yes. Now we have a new mayor in the city of Camden, Frank Moran.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican, yeah. Boricua. And then all the council persons, both at the city level and at the county level. We have freeholders. In fact, this year our Grand Marshal is a freeholder, Carmen Rodriguez.
Right. And Carmen obviously comes from a family that's been involved and herself very, very active in the community. So it's great to see her being recognized in that way as well.
And going way back, I don't want to date Carmen, but Carmen was one of the scholarship recipients from the San Juan Bautista Parade Committee a couple years ago. I don't want to date her, but yes, that was something that goes back, again, as you point out, that history is rich in history. She's
got a master's or a doctorate already, so a great job.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break. We want to talk more about the details. We'll be right back with more Latino Motion. Welcome back to Latino Motion. We continue our discussion with Juan Gonzalez, Vice President of the San Juan Bautista Parade, about this year's exciting event. And Juan, again, you have a parade followed by an exciting festival right across the river from Philadelphia there. It's a beautiful scene and a nice facility. But more importantly, you have great entertainment. Tell me about that.
The entertainment. Well, as you point out, Bert, the parade is early in the afternoon from 12 to 3:30. And from 3:30 to 8 p.m., we have the concert, free to the public, at the Wiggins Waterfront Park, right across the river from downtown Philadelphia, Penn's Landing area. And our headliner this year is Tito Nieves, salsero. So it'll be a great festival. We also have merengue. We have oro sólido for merengue. We also have some bachata, maybe a little bit of reggaeton. And we also are featuring Lorna Marcano, also a part of the lineup. But as I point out, that headliner, the big act, is Tito Nieves.
Yeah, he's a very well-known, famous salsa singer. He's been around for many, many years, and he certainly has quite a number of hits as well.
Yes.
And now you also are improving each year, the entertainment. And thanks to the MEGA, I'm sure that you partner with the MEGA and getting this great talent to appear here in Camden.
Absolutely. And again, as you point out, thank you for La Mega Radio in Philadelphia. They always help us with the acts for the concert and the festival. As you point out, this year, Tito Nieves is a big salsero. He's been out there in the music scene for decades now, many hits. And I think the crowd will really enjoy that classic salsa, in addition to the other music as well, but that's the big headliner.
Now, to get to the event, you're also recommending to use public transportation.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. Public transportation is always recommended. As I pointed out, the parade ends and the festival is at the Wiggins Waterfront Park, right there at the Camden Waterfront. There's plenty of public transportation. NJ Transit buses, they come up to that area on Broadway. You can catch the River Line, which is the train from Trenton to Camden. You can even catch the ferry from Philadelphia over to Camden. So by train, by car, by bus, by boat, you're always welcome. You can even walk over.
So one of the important things besides the entertainment is the food. And I know that you have a lot of the cuisine from Puerto Rico and other Latin American countries. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, during the festival, again, from 3:30 to 8 p.m. at the Wiggins Waterfront Park, we have plenty of vendors, a lot of food, the typical food, the rice and beans, the arroz con pollo and all of that good stuff. But also other vendors are providing plenty of food and merchandise as well.
Well, certainly I wish you a lot of luck in this event again, and I hope to be there this year, so hopefully not to miss it.
No, thank you, and you're always invited, and thank you for the opportunity to, again, talk about the San Juan Bautista Parade the last Sunday in June, Sunday, June 24, and if anyone is interested, they can still participate. They feel free to call our office. They may call at 856-757-9600 for more information, or if they want to participate, please do.
Thank you, Juan. We'll leave it at that.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us at home once again here on Latino Motion.
Choose to get your feet wet, to learn more about protecting our environment.
Choose to read minds, to understand the human brain.
Choose to get your hands dirty, to create a masterpiece.
Stockton University offers 50 high-quality academic programs, small class sizes, and affordable tuition. Choose to match your interests and talents at one of New Jersey's nationally ranked universities.
Funding for Latino Motion is provided by Atlanticare, a member of Geisinger. Atlantic City Electric, energy for a changing world. And South Jersey Gas.